Hello guys, Harry Nardi here, and welcome to 2 Decks, 1 Cart, episode number 6, I think? Not sure. So welcome back guys to 2 Decks, 1 Cut. Last week we spoke all about coin magic, which is a category of magic I've only just ventured into, but I am loving it. Every time I do a coin trick, the reactions are fantastic, and those 3 that I showed you last week are just some of the coin effects that I know and love. They're great, you know, because they come with everything you need, and the tools you learn on the DVDs and the downloads are great. And it's always good to when you buy a product and it comes with more than just the sort of bare bones, you know. It's good to learn the effect, but when you can learn tools from that method that you can put towards other stuff is even better. The stuff I'm going to talk about in every episode, you should practice them, you should master them, and you should always get a good script or patter or a loose script or patter. But this week we're talking about something slightly different. This episode we're going to be talking all about no-brainers. Now, what is a no-brainer? A no-brainer isn't just a self-working effect, but it's one that you know like the back of your hand. So if ever there comes a time, we've all been there, whether it's your first gig or sometimes even still now, you run out of material, or this has happened to everyone I'm sure, you go to a venue, whether it be a wedding or a party, and there's half the amount of people that they said they would be. And you come to a point where you plan for that amount of people, and then obviously when there's only 30 people, not 100, you've got to spend longer with each group. That isn't a bad thing, but this is where no-brainers really come to the forefront. So what is a no-brainer? I've just mentioned it before, it's an effect you know like the back of your hand. This doesn't have to be a self-worker, but that obviously does help. But it's just one that you know and you love. You've performed many times, so I've probably got numerous no-brainers now from performing them at Blackpool. I know things like CTB, the one I'm going to mention today, things like Omen, On Target. For me, they're no-brainers because I would say at Blackpool I performed them a good 500-600 times. If you guys have been Blackpool, you'll know how crazy our stand is. We've normally got sort of four people demming, and we are flat out for the whole weekend. So as well, thanks guys if you come over and say hello. It's nice to put faces to names. Before we get any further into the video and before I talk about it anymore, let's check out a performance of this week's product. Lily, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
Yep, fan-dabby-dozy. Lily is behind the camera and we're going to try this little experiment with you. Sound
Lovely,
good?
Lovely.
Lily, I have been fascinated by sort of the human mind, pretty much my whole life, the human brain. And I took psychology and biology at A-level, and it fascinates me. You don't seem that impressed, right? It fascinates me. Well, thank you for that. And the bit that fascinates me is if I give you something to think about, you can actually picture it in your head. It's so weird. If I say think of a polar bear, you can picture a polar bear in your head even though you can't see one.
Easily.
It's mental.
Mental.
We're going to do something similar to that, but I'm going to try and see if I can get inside your mind and look what image you're looking at.
Okay.
So we're going to try something. Before we start, I will just quickly show you though that I've got a pack of cards, and the cards are perfect apart from one little bit, which is this, and it says you will roll. I'm not going to show you any more, but that's my prediction, okay? It says you will roll.
Okay.
We can cut it a bit further down into the pack as well. And I need to give you some of these. Some dice.
Great.
Imaginary dice. Lily, how many dice do you want to use? 1, 2 or 3? The choice is completely yours.
2.
You want to use 2 dice?
Yeah.
Okay. Get the dice in your mind and rattle them around. Imagine it's a board game, you know, and you know you've got to click the thing in the middle. It jumps them around. Have you ever done that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So imagine I'm hitting the top of your head and the dice are rattling around. Right, you can feel them in there, and they're going to land on numbers. So obviously they can be the same number, 2 different numbers, whatever you want. What numbers have they landed on?
I've got a 2 and a 3.
2 and a 3. Okay. Do you want to re-roll in case they're loaded, or are you happy they're regular dice?
No, I'm happy.
2 and a 3.
Yeah.
All right. A total of 5.
Correct.
Do you want? That's right now. Do you want to roll another dice, or are you completely happy?
No, I'm completely happy.
With the 5, total of 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep me fair here. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is the 5th card. Bearing in mind, if you had said 4, you would have had the 5 of spades. Any more, a completely different card. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now I wrote my prediction actually on the 3 of hearts. Here's the thing. If I go through here, you'll see all the cards are completely different. No duplicates. There is the 3 of hearts. Let me turn it around. Then it says you will roll. Not bad. A little bit more information on there is that it actually says you will roll 5. Bearing in mind, you roll dice in your head, and I gave you so many chances to change your mind. There's one bit of information on there, even though we gave the deck a complete cut. It says the 3 of clubs. Lily, do me the honours.
No.
Yeah, turn it over.
You're lying.
Oh, bang
Shut
on
up.
the money. That is good, isn't it?
That's so good.
That is roll, and that is bloody amazing.
It's amazing.
So that was Roll, R-O-L-L, and that's Roll by Chris Congreve and of course Alakazam Magic. Roll is a fantastic effect that should be in your repertoire anyway, but if it isn't, it goes hand in hand with the sort of no-brainer principle. It comes with everything you need to perform it, so you get the deck as well as 3 different coloured dice. Now, even though in performance I didn't use dice, I just like to sort of do it in their mind because I think it's more powerful when it's in their mind, but you do get dice if you want to use them. It's also fantastic because you can get 3 different people involved and they can genuinely use just 1 dice and roll number 1, or they can use all 3 dice. The choice is completely up to them. Now, as a magician, you have got no real work. There's no rough and smooth, no long and shorts, no memory work whatsoever. You get everything you need in the box, as well as a few little sort of secret touches. Now, I know there's definitely been times where I've gone to a gig and I've been performing sort of obviously non-stop. Say it's an hour gig at a wedding. So I'll go to the wedding, I'll perform to everybody there, then I'll finish off with a bigger piece for the bride and groom, maybe a bit to everybody. And as well, guys, maybe in next week's, or the week after next, in a couple of weeks, I'll talk about the effect I use to play bigger for a room, because it's very simple and it's just in my car the whole time. So if ever I need to do it, if ever there's a group of people and they say, oh, can you show us something? Then I'll perform this one. So I'll talk about that maybe in a couple of weeks' time. But for now, we'll talk about Roll. Now, like I was saying, imagine you've been performing at a wedding for about an hour and you've seen everyone's had a great time seeing magic, you've already done the bride and groom, and now you're just walking back to your car and a group of people come over, whether it's kids or adults, and they say, oh, can you just show us one more? And obviously, you've got to show them a trick. You can't just be like, nah, you're right, mate. So you've got to show them a trick. And this is where a trick like Roll, a no-brainer, a powerful no-brainer, comes really, really in handy. It's an effect that, because it requires no memory work, because it works itself, because there is absolutely no sleight of hand needed, it's one that you'll never forget. So you could not perform it for 3 years, and just by spreading through the cards, you'll know exactly what to do. The cards do everything for you, and like I said, Chris Congreve, I don't know how on earth he came up with it, because he is an absolute genius. It's one of my favourite Alakazam releases ever, and it's a great one to own, to put in your act, because it's great, a great mentalism, a great visual effect as well, because it's a nice display when you've got all the blue cards and just the 1 red prediction. But it's also a great no-brainer. Like I said, put it in your case, even if you use it once every few months, it deserves more respect than that, of course, because it is a great effect. But even if you use it sort of every now and then, it's one you'll never forget, but it's sort of a powerful go-to effect. Along with Roll, like every other Alakazam product, well, any of the modern ones anyway, you get a registration code. So if you make sure you're logged into your account, first of all, any Alakazam product, I don't know why I slapped that so hard, any Alakazam product is free shipping worldwide as well, guys. So you don't have to spend money on your shipping, but make sure you're logged in, because you get the loyalty points as well as the registration code. Now, if any of you are new to Alakazam Magic, we always try and put registration codes on our products. And this means that if you type that in on our website, any new additional handling tips that we come up with for effects, we'll just put in your account free of charge. So even if it's an effect that we released 10 years ago, we come up with a brand new handling for it, a brand new presentation for it that we think, yeah, you guys deserve to see it, then we'll show you. We'll put it in your account free of charge. And that's exactly what happened with Roll. One of our customers that bought the effect sent us in a video, and he actually writes the prediction in front of the spectators so they can actually see him write it. Obviously, he doesn't show him what he's writing, but he outjogs the card and he writes a prediction, then places it back in the deck. Now, this is a great idea, and we put that in your account free of charge. So if you guys do want Roll and you want to see all the tips, make sure you're logged into your account at the time of purchase and that you register the product. Now, that pretty much brings us back full circle to the end of this episode. Thank you so much for supporting the channel again, guys. We're nearly at 6K subscribers, so that is fantastic. So Tell your friends, tell your family to check out our videos. It's amazing what you guys have done. The support you guys have shown has been insane. But this video has been all about no-brainers. So to sum up a no-brainer effect, it's an effect which is powerful. You don't want your no-brainer effects to be weak, because there's no point having a weak effect in your arsenal. Number 2 bullet point, it's one that you'll just remember like the back of your hand. So whether it's a self-worker or whether it's just an effect that you've performed 100 times, 1,000 times, it's one that you just know if you pick it up, you'll know exactly how it works. And finally, it's one you enjoy performing. A no-brainer effect shouldn't be one that's weaker. It shouldn't be one that's a last resort. It should just be an effect that you can bring in and take out of your act, your set, whenever you like. So guys, let me know in the comment section below what your no-brainer effects are. Another great one is Bitbook. You know, that's on me all the time, and I know if I want to make something bigger, if I've got more time, then I'll just get the Bitbook out. You can do mind readings of 5 different people, 5 different objects, symbols, words. It's fantastic. So guys, let me know what your no-brainer effects are in the comment section below, and I'll check them out. If you want any more information on Roll, make sure you click the link in the description below, and then that will take you straight to the product. Like I said, make sure you're logged into your account at the time of purchase. You do rack up loyalty points, and of course, it's free of charge shipping. All right, so even if you're in Australia or New Zealand or Singapore or wherever you are, if you purchase an Alakazam product from us, it will be worldwide free shipping. So guys, I've been Harry Nardi. I still am Harry Nardi. Let me know what you want me to talk about in a couple of weeks' time. And once again, thank you so much for your support, and thank you for watching 2 Decks, 1 Cut, episode number whatever.